In this video, I'm going to tell you what the fastest way is to build muscle and burn fat. The fastest way to build muscle and to burn fat is to consistently use one diet plan and one workout plan for an extended period of time until you've achieved your goals. Now, I know that sounds like a BS answer. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but tell me this. How often have you started on a cutting diet and you wanted to get lean, but after a few days or after a couple weeks, you noticed that you were losing size and you got scared, so you switched everything up and you started on a bulk. And you started to get bigger, you started to get stronger. But then you realized you were getting fat, so you got scared. So after a few days or a couple weeks, you switched back to a cut. And then you bulked, and then you cut, and then you bulked, and then you cut. You never got really lean, but you never got really strong or really big. So at the end of the day, you were just one of those standard, happy-go-lucky, skinny, fat gym goers who never got really lean, but also never got really big. Another question, how often have you been lifting weights and you saw a guy doing calisthenics and you're like, man, that is real strength. So you quit weights and started doing just calisthenics, okay? Then you went ahead and you saw a guy just benching a ton or just deadlifting a ton and you're like, you gotta lift weights to get that big and strong. So you cut off all of your calisthenics and started doing purely weights. Then a few days later, you tried to knock out a couple handstand push-ups or maybe some pull-ups, couldn't do any of them, and you're like, this is not functional, I need to go back to doing calisthenics. So you went back to doing calisthenics and didn't do any weights. So basically, you stayed one of those weekend warriors, one of those fitness buffs who hangs out in the gym but never gets really strong and never gets really able to lift any weight or do any particularly difficult calisthenics movements. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with figuring out what your maintenance calories are and making small adjustments to slowly lean out and to slowly build up some muscle. But there is something wrong with going on an extremely low-calorie diet, trying to cut, not getting cut. Before you reach your goal of leanness, you jump on a high-calorie surplus, trying to bulk up, and then before you get to the strength level you want to be at, you go on an extreme deficiency again, an extreme cutting diet, and try to get cut, and you never reach either goal. There's also nothing wrong with combining body weight exercises and weights. You could get great results by doing a workout that centers around weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, and weighted squats. But there is something wrong with just doing calisthenics movements for a little bit, not really getting the results you want, and then going ahead and doing nothing but weights for a little bit, not getting really strong, and then going back to calisthenics and never achieving any measurable goal in either area, okay? It's just a waste of time to go to the gym without a plan and without sticking to the plan. The fact of the matter is, any decent diet will work, and any decent workout plan will work if you stick to it consistently. So just figure out what your goal is right now, what diet would be best suited for this goal and for your personality, your lifestyle, the foods you like to eat. Figure out the workout that you would enjoy doing that would bring you towards the goal that you have right now, and just stay on that one workout and that one diet plan until you've achieved your goal. Now let's talk about somebody who achieved massive success in several different areas. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Greatest bodybuilder who ever lived. Most famous action star and the best paid actor ever. He had the highest public office that a foreign-born politician could possibly have in the United States. How did he do it? Did he work out in the gym and then go ahead and take acting lessons and then at night do a political rally? No, he didn't. He concentrated 100% on becoming the greatest bodybuilder ever. And then he's like, why the hell am I standing here barefoot in my underwear in front of all these people flexing my muscles? Is this all there is to life? So he retired as the greatest bodybuilder who ever lived and became an actor. He concentrated 100% on acting. If they told him to lose a ton of weight, he lost a ton of weight. If they told him to do whatever with his body, he did it. Change his accent, he did it. Concentrated 100% on being a great actor. And then at some point, he's like, the greatest actor actor in action movies, the highest paid actor ever, and still he asked himself, why am I standing around in a graveyard at 3 o'clock in the morning shooting a gun and screaming, I'll be back? Is this all there is to life? So he retired at the top of the acting game, and he went 100% into politics. So this is what you have to do if you want to really achieve greatness. Just write down right now on a piece of paper everything you want to achieve. All the identities you want to have. Do you want to be the most ripped person in the world? Do you want to be the richest person in the world? The most educated person in the world? The greatest landowner in the world? Whatever it is you want to achieve, write it down. Now, after you have this list of things you'd like to achieve, choose what you would like to achieve first. What's the most important one to you right now? And then shelf everything else. Forget about the rest of the list and only concentrate upon that one thing that you want to do. Ignore everything else and concentrate 100% on achieving this one goal. Everything you do, everything you don't do, has to be bringing you closer to achieving this one goal until you've achieved it. Then, after you have success in this one area, you can start to think about other areas, but not until you go ahead and achieve the first goal. Because the fact of the matter is, multitasking is a waste of time. And trying to accomplish two goals at the same time means basically you're never going to accomplish either one.